After Hurricane Katrina hit, Mr. John Shepherdson bought 19 generators, loaded them into a U-Haul, and drove down to Mississippi to supply hurricane victims with power sources. Despite the fact that he was charging twice what he paid for these generators, people were eager to buy. But despite the excitement of consumers, Mr. Shepherdson was arrested for price gouging. A. Let's address the most blatantly unjust aspect of the situation. Mr. Shepherdson was put in jail for bringing these generators. Jail is for murderers and drug dealers, not for people who bring resources into an area that needs them. B. The Mississippi Attorney General claimed that Mr. Shepherdson was taking advantage of consumers. No transaction agreed upon by both parties in which the commodity exchange functions in the way it was promised it would function can be classified as taking advantage. Does the businessman consider the money he's losing if he bends down to help his secretary pick up her papers? No, because to do this would be against fundamental human principles. He helps her pick up the papers. Did Mr. Shepherdson sit idly by on a pile of generators while people dropped dead around him? No, this is not the case. To do so would be against fundamental human principles. What is not against fundamental human principles is to charge a higher price for expending the effort of renting a U-Haul, buying the generators, and driving himself and his family into a dangerous disaster situation. The mere existence of price limits demand. A higher price limits demand further. This is a good thing. Generators are not absolutely vital commodities, except for perhaps in a hospital or for food storage that requires electricity. For the general population, they are not vital. So go ahead. Allow prices to fluctuate. Allow resources to be allocated in the proper way. With that said, everyone will approve of rationing vital commodities. I'd suggest a system of this sort in order to properly allocate vital resources in times of emergency. Make an ordered list of organizations with buying rights, such as hospitals and food banks, and ensure that they are supplied with generators. After this is taken care of, allow the market to fluctuate in the way it naturally does. Overall, officials should not be permitted to disguise the elimination of competition under the guise of public safety procedure. Don't restrict competition. Competition will drive down the price, resources will flow, and there will be generators for all.